Road will be open in 5 minutes, Father. Okay.
Hi guys, Black is here, and I want to tell you a quick story about my day yesterday. I think it was yesterday. So I went to look at some motorcycles. Mountain Motorsport, Thornton Road, west of Atlanta. So I go there. It's also where I bought my ZX14 back in 2012. But back then it was called Metro Cycles, another. Anyway, I was looking for a Gold Wing. They didn't have any. I was looking for a CBR 1000. They had a 600. So the guy tells me, you know, sit on the 600, you might like it. And I'm like, the hell am I, 345 pounds, what the hell am I gonna do with a 600? But anyway, I sat on it. He tells me the frame is about the same, the only difference is the motor. And I'm like, I'm no expert on motorcycles, so maybe he's telling the truth. I sit on the bike, it's a little more room than I thought it would be, but it's a 600. I want a 1000, not a 600. Anywho, I get off the bike and I tell him I want a Gold Wing. And he shows me this 2018 Yamaha something or another. I don't remember what the hell he said it was, but it's like a Yamaha version of a Gold Wing. The damn thing looked like a Harley to me. And hell, I thought that's what it was when I come in. But anyway, he tells me to sit on it. And I sit on it, and I think I've sat on a Harley before. But it sort of kind of reminded me of a Harley, except the damn seat felt like it was too short. And like the back part was hitting the crack of my butt and it was too tight. Like the seat was too short, but I had no intention of buying the damn thing anyway. It was a 2018, I don't want a used motorcycle, you know. Anywho, I see that before I got on, I saw it had a cup holder. And when I see a cup holder on a Grand Touring motorcycle, I think of some white guy who rides thousands and thousands of miles. Nothing against white people, that's what I see. So anyway, I asked him, I'm curious, you know, it's a 2018, they only want $18,000 for it. I'm wondering, why is it so cheap? And I asked him how many miles on it. So I'm expecting him to tell me, oh, it's got about 30,000 miles, right? Excuse me. He tells me, oh, it's only got 1,080 miles. And I'm like, 1,080 miles? I said, you mean 10,800? No, it's 1,080 miles. And I'm like, yeah, right. So I didn't say, yeah, right. I looked at him like, yeah, right. So anyway, he says, you know, bikes like this, people don't ride that much. They usually sit in the garage. Then I look back at the cup holder, and I look back at him, and I said, this saltine, you know what, thinks that he can fool me? Again, I'm no expert, but I'm like, come on, man, come on, try harder than that, dude. So I look at the front tire, and the front tire looks like the person rides straight up all the time. I mean, it's got a wear spot. You know, motorcycle tires are rounded, but when people ride in a straight line, the center of the tire is kind of flat. And I'm looking at the tire, I'm like, man, this damn tire it don't look old. It looks like it's got some miles on it. I look at the back tire, and the back tire was even worse. A flat spot in the middle. And it's worn, it wasn't worn out, but it looks like it got a hell of a lot more than 1,000 miles. And I'm like, do this man really expect me to? I guess he do. But anyway, I looked at those two bikes and then I left because I'm not planning on buying anything. I just want to see what a CBR 1000 feel like. And I'm seriously thinking about getting one of them Gold Wings. I'm thinking about it. And then I was watching a video. Some guy had one, and he topped it out at, somebody said 112. Looked like 105 to me, but whatever. The last time I never rode a Gold Wing, but I borrowed a, I haven't told, y'all haven't seen the video yet. I got a video I got to upload where I tell you guys how I started riding motorcycles and how I started stealing motorcycles and how many motorcycles I stole and all this, that, here, and the other. Well, you know, I never rode a Gold Wing, but I did steal a Kawasaki Voyager. I think it was like an 89 model. And, you know, the bike, it was a 4-cylinder bike, had some power in it, ran pretty good. I damn near crashed or some bitch come off the express one day. I was on I-166 in East Point. And when you get off at Sylvan Road, you get off the exit, and right before you come to a stop sign, there is a sharp right turn. Well, I came up off the expressway too fast. I ended up going straight into the grass. And I think since then they decided to put a guardrail. And I'm glad they didn't have a guardrail way back then, because I would have been hurt pretty bad. But anyway, the Gold Wing, I remember when it get up to about 80, 85, I think it was like 80, 85, the bike would start to shake like, not bad tires, but like the wind was hitting the bike and causing it to shake. But somebody told me they don't do that no more. You know, they did something to where they more aerodynamic, they're more stable, as they say. So I guess they are, because the guy on this video, he ran that damn Gold Wing up to, again, 105, 112, whatever. And it seemed pretty damn smooth. Got there pretty quick, too. It was a 7-speed automatic, and that sucker sound good when it's shifting. And that's the thing I remember about that Gold Wing, I mean, that Kawasaki Voyager. You know, when you're giving it gas, it stands up, and when you shift, it drops down, and it picks right back up. It feels, I don't know, it feels, remind me of an old American car, right? But anyway, the Gold Wing, I don't know, I think I took a Hurricane 1000. And after that, I didn't want to ride the Gold Wing no more. So I parked it in a friend of mine was a manager at a parking lot downtown Atlanta. He used to let us park stolen cars there. And I parked the damn, motorcycle there for like 2 or 3 weeks. And I went to get it, and the damn thing wouldn't crank up. The battery was dead. And that thing sat at the damn parking lot for like a year. Because my friend kept trying to find somebody to buy it, but nobody wanted to buy it because, you know, it was hot. But yeah, it sat there for about a year. And but anyway, I guess that's about all I want to talk about. That guy tried to trick me into what? Man, 1,080 miles, and the damn thing got a cup holder. Man, I swear, people will try to fool you if they can. And I'm gonna tell you something. People especially, they honestly believe they are smarter than people. They honestly believe that. And a lot of them, because they think they smarter, they don't even try that hard to fool you. Which sort of kind of pisses me off, because I'm like, damn, dude, you could try a little bit harder, you know, but whatever. Oh, let me tell y'all, I was watching a story on, what was it? The Breakfast Show. Charlamagne the God. I still think he gay, even though he married. Anywho, he was talking about I think it was in Chicago, but some young, sexy brother stole a 2012 G37 from somewhere, called the owner of the car, which I think was a female, and told her he would sell the car back to her for $3,000. And she told him, okay, come on with it. met him, and when he got there, the police was waiting on, or the police came. He took off, but they was able to catch him. And I'm thinking to myself, I've never heard of that before. At least not on most common cars. I've never heard that before. And I'm like, wow, why hadn't I thought about that? But, you know, it reminds me of some years ago, I had a pager, some cheap pager. You know, my pager was so cheap, like a lot of pagers, the Motorola pagers, it had the word on the top of the pager. My pager had the words on the side. It looked almost like a two-way pager, except it wasn't that large. But anyway, I dropped it at a AutoZone, MLK. Got home, couldn't find my damn page, and realized I left it at AutoZone. So I decided, my friend said, call your pager and put in your number and see if somebody call you back. So I paged my number, put in my number, and the guy called me back. Sounded like more like a crack, not really a crackhead. He didn't sound like a thug. It sounded like some low-class, broke N-word. So anyway, he gonna tell me if I give him $20, he'll give me back my pager. And I'm like, man, you know what? You can keep that pager. Stick it up your whatever and choke on it. I went and bought, that's when I went out and bought my first cell phone. Man, forget the pager. And that pager, it was, I had so much problem with that pager. You know, I had a pager on, and I was like, I wonder if anybody called me. I look at the page, it's off. It done cut off. Not the battery gone dead, just cut off. You just do that all the time. And after a while, it stopped doing that, but then I lost it or whatever. But anyway, that was I only had one pager my whole life. I only had one pager. But anyway, I guess that's about all I can think of. Well, there was a guy I know. He stole what was that? What was that damn car he stole? What is that damn car made by Ford? Thunderbird. He stole it was a two-door, I don't remember what year it was, but it was that Thunderbird when they put the 4.6 V8 engine in it, that body style. He stole that damn car. He kept the car so long, he had to put brakes on it. Can you imagine putting brakes on a stolen car? He took it to a shop to get brakes put on a stolen car. He kept it that long. And it ain't just him. I knew a guy that kept a Volkswagen Golf for so long, he had to put a transmission in the damn thing. A transmission? And I'm like, dude, this is a stolen car, go get another. Man, I like this one. I'm like, man, y'all are tripping. Dude, you gonna put a transmission in a stolen car? Now you probably say, well, Black, how the hell are they driving their cars? Switching tag. I went to Midtown one time and I stole a tag off a lady. I don't know if it was a lady car or not, but I stole a tag off this car. And I ain't gonna say what kind of car. And about every few days, I would go over to that house. Well, I swapped tags. I put my stolen tag on her car and put her tag on my car. Oh, by the way, this is over 30 years ago, all right? Then again, it's federal. I don't think federal will ever go away, but whatever. Anywho, I used to go over there about every few days to see was the tag, and the tag was on the car. And this went on for about 3 months. And finally I go over there and I saw she had a paper tag on it, I'm like, oh, I guess it's time for me to get rid of this tag. But I don't have the record of keeping the car the longest, a stolen car that's unchanged over, but I used to keep them pretty good. I used to keep them so long I kept a Toyota Corolla FX16. I kept that car so damn long, I started parking it at home in the driveway. Because it was a cheap looking car, and my parents didn't really think it was stolen because it wasn't really old. It was just a cheap looking car. It was like a Rabbit. But it was a fast, a FX16 was like a toy front wheel drive Corolla with an MR2 engine in it. Is exactly what it was. It came with 13-inch tires, but the sucker will run 115 miles per hour, which you're saying that's not that fast, Black. It was back in 89 and 90. Again, Atlanta City Police car, this was before they came out with the 4.6. Atlanta City Police car could only do 108. That's it. The Georgia State Troopers could only do 108. That's it. That's why they had to buy the damn Mustang, so they couldn't catch nobody. But anyway, this is Dre. I gotta let y'all go. I need to get ready for work tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have any questions or comments, please leave them. Bye now. You hear?